Welcome to the Real Estate Fight Club, a podcast for agents where you'll witness a battle of opinions about topics affecting your real estate business. Now, always in your corner, here are your hosts, Jen Murtland and Monica Weakley.
Hi guys, Monica Weakley here. You know how you're supposed to post about real estate every single day on Facebook? Yes, you do. And the reason is, if we don't remind our Facebook friends what we do for a living and how we help people, they will forget about it. We know it's our job to inform, educate, and demonstrate what we do for a living. Well, I'm coaching agents all around the country, and they understand that, but they're not doing it. And I ask them, why aren't you doing it? Probably just like you. And they said, Monica, we don't know what to post. Can we just borrow your stuff? Because I love creating Facebook posts. And these can often be used over on Instagram as well. So I said yes, and people were borrowing my stuff. So I created finally a product that you can sign up for free. It is free, guys. There is no reason for you not to sign up for this. It's ghostposter.com, GHOSTPOSTR, no E in there, just TR.com. And what you're going to get is you're going to get a Facebook posting idea to your email every single day. So not only do you have this great idea, but you've been reminded, oh yeah, I need to post. And that's Monday through Friday. And if you don't love the post or you think, gosh, I'd like something else, well, you're also going to get access to a library of over 600 different posts for you to choose from by category. You're going to love it. Go sign up, ghostposter.com. Don't waste a minute. And then be sure to join the private Facebook group. All right, I'll see you in there. Welcome to another episode of Real Estate Fight Club. What's up, Jay? Mert.
Hey, Monica. What's going on?
Living the dream.
Living the dream. What dream is that? Sometimes I have nightmares.
The dream is the real estate shift. I freaking love the shift. I do. It's a time where we can shine with our expertise. It's a time where we can consult. It's a time where other real estate agents get out of the business. Look, they didn't really want to be in the business. Like, it's all good.
Great. I like it. It. I'm on board.
I know. How are things in your world? How's your biz right now?
It's good. I'm looking for another rental.
Oh. You haven't bought anything in a while, have you?
It's been... Have I bought anything? I feel like early this year I did. But yeah, it's been a few months.
Maybe we should share with the listeners like your process as you go through that a little bit. Or maybe we should do an episode on...
We could do another episode, buying investment property.
Yeah, because I've done that. I haven't done it like you've done it. Like I've bought...
You mean made all the mistakes?
What's that? Yeah. No, where like I lived... I bought it for myself and then also rented it out kind of thing out of town. But I've never done what you do at a level. Okay. Well, how about we get to the episode today?
Let's do it. All
right, guys. Thanks for joining us. We love having you here and appreciate every time you come and listen to the Real Estate Fight Club. It makes us happy. So
yes, it does.
Hopefully we have put together a great show for you today. Jen and I are going to duke it out over this question. What are the biggest mistakes rookie agents make?
Are we going to fight about this?
Mistakes. Well, we might argue about what the biggest ones are. I don't know. And listen, if you're not a rookie and you're listening, I can almost guarantee you there's probably going to be some back to basic type things that you're going to be like, oh yeah, I should be doing that. We
should be doing what are the biggest, I think we might have already did one similar, like what are the biggest mistakes agents make when they want to start a team?
Oh, yeah, we've done that. Yeah. Well, the first mistake is deciding they want to.
Well, that's like the biggest mistake rookie agents make. They're like, oh, I'm in the top 10 of I did $1 million last month, so I should start a team.
Yeah.
3 months into the business.
This is not sustainable. All right. But you've been around long enough. I've been around long enough. We've seen, and listen, this is not judgment.
On my part, it's probably judgy.
Probably for you it is. I've made these mistakes too. It's just a matter of when you don't know, you make these mistakes. So this isn't in any way a judgment or bashy or anything like that. This is designed to help us like kind of relook at what we're doing and make sure we're not still making these mistakes.
Well, I think though the biggest mistake is even it's beyond us. It's like the process of getting a license. It's like so easy and it's the same. And we need an apprentice program.
Listen, that's not in control of the rookies. That we've already heard your soapbox about that one.
But it kind of goes along though. It's like, okay, one of the biggest mistakes is like a number of people get in the business without, I don't want to say without a business plan, because I think some people also spend too much time on a plan and they're not implementing anything, but without thinking of it like, this is my business. This is
right.
Like, it's not a
100%.
hobby.
Right. Look, guys, you are, in the eyes of the IRS, you are a business owner. You're a 1099 independent contractor, and that means you own a business. And that's not like some random label they slap on you. You
Right.
do own a business.
It's a
You're not
business.
or selling houses. You are providing a service. You're getting paid for that service. You have expenses. You got a cost of sales. You got to pay your taxes. Like, you're a business.
But even beyond that too, it's like all of that. And when you walk into a business, what do you expect? I expect that they have a process. I expect that, I mean, there's certain things, right? It's like
Hours of operation,
oh,
standards, policies, practices.
all of that. I expect they know what they're doing.
Right.
I expect they're going to be honest and truthful with me and getting me what I want or whatever. Right.
Yeah, absolutely. So of course, all the things that go along with, treating your business like a business. Specifically, I think the number one thing is, here's my hot button right now with a lot of agents, is that we aren't taught, and so this isn't always their fault, but we're not taught, in my opinion, what your number one job is. So we're taught, how to write a contract, how to open doors, negotiate.
You're not taught how to write a contract.
Well, we're taught the legalities of a contract. How about that?
You're taught how to get into realtor jail that doesn't exist.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I think that agents, rookies' big mistake is that they don't understand that their number one job is to hold top of mind awareness in the category of realtor in the minds of as many people as they possibly can. I think that the biggest mistake is you don't have your mindset right about what your job is.
Yeah.
That's your job. You only get to write offers, show houses, do all that if you do your job. That shit is a result of you doing your job.
That's true.
I
think you're talking about generating leads and following up with the leads that you have.
Well, I'm talking about ultimately generating leads, but when you shift your brain to know that your number one job every single day is to do something that puts you in the position of top of mind awareness in the category of realtor. So if I call
it'll pull you
clients, I say, quick, name an agent. If they don't name Jen Murtland, you have not been doing your job.
Right. So that if your mindset is that way, it pulls you to the activities to do what you know to do in order to stay in that top of mind awareness, which is the
mindset that gets you into the action.
Right. Which for some people is, doing coffees or lunches or whatever. Some people it's pop buys. Oh my God. Some people it's
right. It's fine.
It's fine.
But they're not solo. Those are not solo things. I do 2 pop buys a year. So I don't know why they don't hire me. Like, you can't do 2 pop buys and have a
that's business. A whole nother episode. But I think too, I think a part of it too is like to go along with mistakes that rookie agents make is not having any sales training or sales experience or sales background. And it's like, this is a cold call commission sales job at its core and at its base. And so if you know that, then you know that you have to go out there and sell shit.
Right. And so said in the most simplistic terms I can think of, when you wake up and you don't have anything on your calendar, that doesn't mean you don't have anything to do today for your job.
Right.
Because every single day you have something to do, even if you don't have an appointment.
But a lot of people will say, well, Monica, I don't know what to do.
Okay. So mistake number 2 or 3 or whatever we're on is sitting and waiting for somebody to come save you.
But what if I have a billboard? Will they call me then?
Do not. Don't. please.
But I think then it goes back to your question or your original mindset of like what you have is to be in that number one spot in people's mind. So how can you get there? Okay, who's the number one spot in your mind for getting your hair done, getting your nails done, getting insurance? Like, how do they do it?
Right.
And maybe replicate some things that they're doing to see if that works for you, or take some of the strategies we talk about in this podcast and see if that works for you. And then you will begin to find when you're in action, your resourcefulness kicks in.
That's right. Well, information is a commodity. You get out on YouTube, find 100 different top agents who are doing YouTube at a high level, and you've got all the training you'd ever need, and it's all free.
Right.
Look, it's out there. I cannot say, you're right, I'm sorry, you weren't trained. Because, well, maybe this is a mistake, sitting back and waiting. Like, you've got to raise your hand and go find the answers you need. And if you don't find them in the first 10 places, keep looking. It just depends on how badly you want the business and how badly you want this career.
Well, yeah, I agree. That's true.
Do you? No, something's off with you.
I think like it is how bad you want it. And people will say that they want it bad, but do you really? Like, is there something in your life that like, look at, if you have kids, okay, and you tell them, hey, we're going to go to Disney World if mommy sells a house.
Right.
That damn kid is going to ask you every day, did you sell a house?
Ever. Yeah, right.
So like, if you're not sure what to do, look at your kid. They are like the number one salespeople, most of them.
That's true.
They're like, do you want to buy? They'll probably cold call for you, or they'll like be at the grocery store and be like, do you want to buy a house for my mommy? Do you want to buy a house for my mommy? Like, that's what they'll do.
That's right. Well, it's a matter of, okay, I don't know what to do. All right, well, you haven't then spent enough time reading books, looking at YouTube, or taking a course. Nobody's helping me. Okay, then you're not in the right place. You're not in the right proximity to the right people.
Or you're not asking the right questions. We just did a podcast on asking great questions.
Right. I mean, podcasts alone, you could build a business by learning. You've got to convert yourself into a fierce learner. But then action.
It can't just be about learning. Like, I know people that have this great business plan. They have the perfect business card. Their website is so beautiful, and they don't have a freaking client.
Well, that's right. That has to come. But we're talking about like, you're just sitting there and I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So you got to learn, and then you got to do it.
You have to do it. And it's, and yes, doing it at a high level. Like, if you decide you're going to do open houses, you're doing 5 a week for the next 3 months, and then tell me you didn't get business. You will. It's going to happen.
That's 100% right.
Yeah. I also think too, one of the big mistakes that people have is they don't follow up on the right leads, and they follow up on the wrong leads.
Yes. Okay. Tell us more about that.
So I think that if I asked a high top producing agent, like top, how many leads they have, they will say like less than 10. It will. It won't be that many. It won't be as many as you think, because most people think, you're probably thinking, oh, it's hundreds, right? It's not true. If I ask a rookie agent, how many leads do they have? They're going to say, 100. Yeah, they'll be like 100 or more. Like, how many leads are there available? Like a billion. No, that's not right. Like, what is a lead? A lead is not somebody who's going to buy or sell real estate whenever. That's not a lead. You want business now? Then a lead, when you change your mindset about a lead is somebody who's going to sign a contract within the next 72 hours, your intensity amps way up.
This is true.
You're freaking intense.
We could even break this comment down just to the fact of following up.
Yeah.
First of all, a lot of people don't even follow up.
Well, one trick that I learned was get an index card. And if I had a lead, I knew somebody was motivated. I knew they were going to be signing a contract. I wanted it to be with me. I would put all their contact, like their name, their phone number on an index card. And I would write in the corner what the commission would be when I sold the house. And I put it in my pocket. So that commission, wherever you're at, let's say your commission's going to be $8,000. Okay. And I need money. How many times do you think I'm going to follow up with that person where I could potentially get $8,000? Like 100 times a day. I will stalk them until I get a hold of them.
I love it. I think a lot of rookies aren't honest with themselves about the leads. You know, you hold on because you think that high number is
Or you show them 52
going
houses
point.
because eventually they're going to buy a house and it's been a year and a half.
Right. Time to let go. I used to put mine in a spreadsheet, my leads in a spreadsheet, and I would put percentages attached to them. And I would also put the commission based on where I thought they were purchasing. But if they were really cold and we just had a conversation at a cocktail party, let's say, or something, then I would just put that as like 25%. So it'd be 25%. But every day, my job was to do whatever I could with each of those clients to try to move the percentage up.
Oh, good idea.
Because then that was me like, okay, how can I get them closer to being a 50% chance of closing? How can I get
or zero?
Or zero. I want them off the list. You got to move that. You're exactly right. You got to move that percentage one way or the next.
Yeah.
And most new agents, rookies, don't want to hear no. So they don't look for it. They don't press for it.
But the thing is like for a mindset shift, okay, if you're an agent and you want to sell 36 houses, right? Like, or whatever, that's only 36 people that have to say yes. So your job in the next 10 months is to find 36 people to say yes.
That's it.
That's it.
36 because some people are going to buy and sell.
Okay, great.
Right.
18.
Could
18.
be.
Oh my God, I can't do
it. Could be 30 because only a handful of them are going to do that.
Whatever. Anyway, but yeah, it's not that many. And so if your mindset is that, it's like, okay, all I need is these 30 people, then it's easier to get rid of people because the problem is if you have a bunch of people that aren't motivated, they will block from the people that are motivated.
You're 100% right. Let me give you an example of something that happened this weekend because Sharon and I mostly do business with people we know or at least one degree of separation through a referral. Well, we hooked up with this young couple that's going to buy a house. They're like in the 450 range, so nice price point. And we didn't know them for any number of reasons, but we ended up showing them a house. And then followed up with them that night on a couple questions they had. We knew that house wasn't going to be the right one. In that email, I put a sentence that said, as we discussed in the house, our next step is decide whether or not we're going to work together.
Oh.
Like, that's what I
decided that yet?
No, because they actually, I think I appreciated it. They're like, this was great. Ton of information. Can we talk?
Yeah.
Because it is a decision. You're going to hire me. I want you guys to both be on the same page.
I mean, that's true, but this is definitely where we disagree. But go ahead.
You would press them.
We'll just say for not arguing sake. Okay. I like
we should argue. We should hold on. I want to hear your point on the other end. But so I wanted to give them time to have a conversation without us. It was fine. They weren't going to buy that house anyway, so it didn't matter to me. But I'm looking for that, and I'm not doing another thing. And I said, based on that, then we will set up a portal for you, blah, 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 blah. Like, I'm not freaking doing that unless you say, yeah, let's work together.
But this is something we talk about all the time. It's like having standards, right? Like if you're desperate, you're going to say yes to everything. And if you have your standards in place and you're doing the things that you know to do, you understand your numbers, you know how to get results, then you are not desperate and your give a shit meter drops. It's like, I mean, I'm not putting up with shit.
Right. We're aware. Believe me.
But it's only because I know how to generate leads and I know how to get to a yes, that if I'm only looking for 85 yeses, it doesn't matter to me if people say no, because that's great.
Next.
You're off my list. Thank you.
Closer to the yes. I had an old manager when I sold radio. He said, Monica, when somebody tells you no, I want you to thank them.
Yes.
And tell them that they have helped you move closer to a yes.
What is that accent?
Oh, he's Indian. He's like, and I love him. He's my financial guy. I adore him. He says, Monica, tell them thank you. Thank you for moving me closer.
He's right.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love it.
Being rejected is awesome.
Should we take a break and talk about your rejection issues?
We should. Yes, let's take a break, hear a word from our sponsors. And when we come back, we'll give you another couple of tips.
You know, we have awesome partners, sponsors. We do. I hope you guys tune in and listen because they all can help you with something.
Yes.
All right, welcome back. Let's get back to the battle inside of the ring. We are telling you everything that I wish I knew when I was a rookie, so that I wouldn't have made the mistake. So we're talking about rookies and rookie mistakes, but one thing we're talking about is that rookies don't go for no, I guess is kind of a summary of that.
Yeah,
correct?
yeah.
So tell us about your rejection issues and how
I
much
don't
you
have
love to
it.
be
No, I
rejected.
like it.
I know how much you love to be rejected.
Well, I mean, it's not like like when I'm generating leads, it's like, it's just not a problem because look, only people know what's best for them. Right. And if we're
Mhm.
not connecting, like
Mhm.
that's okay. I probably can't help them, or maybe they don't need my help, or maybe they're moving another direction or whatever. And that's
Mhm.
okay. Like
Mhm.
it's not a problem.
Do you look at it when you're doing, because you're obviously doing cold calling and have a little bit more of that mindset than I do on a daily basis anyway. Do you look at it like you're just turning over rocks and you got to turn over a certain number of rocks to find
Like
the one that's like,
hunting. Okay. I had this, I think Aubrey Ballinger sent me this video. Hey,
hey,
Aubrey. Hey, girl.
Aubrey,
Hey.
hey.
Okay. So she sent me this video and it was this guy and he's like, okay, lead generating is like a deck of cards
Mhm.
and you're looking for a face card. So you're looking for a jack, a queen, or a
Yeah.
king, right?
Yeah.
And you've shuffled the pile and you're turning one card over at a time. Okay, call number 1, it's an ace, not a face card. Call number 2 is the number 3, not a face card. Call number 3, oh, that's a jack. Yay, we won. Yay.
Yay.
You stop?
No.
No,
Keep
hell
going.
no. People do. People
Yeah.
stop. No.
Right. Right.
Your goal, then they turn over again. And hey, what? Wait, it's a queen. Yay, great. Do you stop?
No.
No. Then there's a
Keep
10,
going.
a 9,
Right.
an 8, a 10,
Right.
a 10. You know what I mean? On and on and on.
Stop then.
20
Then you
cards.
stop.
You're turning over 20 cards. No more face cards. You had these big wins, these 1 or 2 big wins, which happens constantly. And then
Mhm.
it feels like then there's nothing. Do you
Mhm.
stop?
Mm-mm. Keep
A
going.
lot of people do. But then there's like a stack of 4 face cards in a row. And if
And
you
you stopped right before that. Yeah.
do you know what I mean? And that happens a
Yeah.
lot. And there's a lot of anecdotes and books and things that's like you're one more call or however you generate leads
Mhm.
away from like a huge win or reaching
Mhm.
your goal or whatever it is.
That's right. That's right. So that would be categorized in rookie mistake is quitting too soon.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm. I can see that.
Or going or doing things like not deep enough. Like, oh, I did one open house, it didn't work. You know how the number of calls I get? I called one FSBO and they were mean to me.
Mhm.
Okay. Because you probably sounded like an idiot.
Right.
Or they're mean. Who cares?
Yes, it's so true. You know, it's so funny. I do not call FSBOs, as you know.
Yeah.
This weekend, I was looking for a house for a client, and I went hunting for FSBOs because
Hey.
it's time that you do your job and hunt more than just a freaking portal on the MLS.
Yeah.
And there were 3 or 4 of them that I called and reached out to. And then because this was not where I live, and then I thought, let me just see what's in Anderson, where I live, for sale by owner. And let me just see if there's anything I'm interested in.
Yeah.
There were a couple houses. And I texted 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I live near your house that you have for sale by owner. It looks like you have had enough views to have sold it. If you'd like my help, I'd be happy to help. All I need to do is tour the home so I can give you really solid feedback and guidance.
Nice.
If not, fine.
No problem.
Wish you best of luck. I just drive by your house all the time. You're listing all the time.
Yeah.
You know, 2 of those damn 3 texted me back like, we just got it under contract, but thank you so much. Or I think I got somebody on the hook, but I'm keeping your information. Like, I mean, I didn't get a hit, but is that how easy that is?
Yes.
Shit.
And what happens most of the time is that's what happens. And it's usually something verbal because nobody's going to tell you your baby is ugly. Right.
Right.
So
right.
those always fall through. Always. Like,
yes, right. They think they've got somebody on the line. Yeah, I mean, I'll laugh if one of those 2 calls me back and says, but it's very possible. And the only reason is because I actually didn't care about getting it. Like,
yeah.
I think that was part of it. Like, I wasn't desperate to get it.
Right.
Hey, I said, I was like, hey, I drive by your house all the time. Like, super convenient to my house. You need any help?
Right. That's it.
Literally that.
And the fact is that it's not we should do a for sale by owner episode.
Oh, we should, because actually we should. And I'm going to do some for sale by owner up until we record that podcast. So I'll
Yes.
have some contribution.
That'd be great.
Okay,
It's
I'll
fun.
do it.
They're really, for sale by owners are a lot easier than expireds. Expireds are pissed.
Because they're so sad that
They're
their
so
shit is not
upset.
sold.
They're so pissed off. They're usually like, it's a price, it's a value thing, right? Which is price plus condition. So either the price is like way too high or the condition is trash. And it's
Yeah.
like, you have to have like a PhD in psychology to like
Right.
get through that. But for
Navigate
sale by
around it.
owners, it's like, is it price? Is it the commission? Yes. Okay, great. Well, you can
Okay,
solve
great.
that problem.
Right. I
Like-
can cover that.
Yeah, like, okay, but you've been trying it on your own for how long? Have you gotten the
Right.
results that you want? At what point are you going to make a different decision? And you could be really direct and really just blunt, and it works.
Mm-hmm, totally. I can see
Mhm.
that. All
What's
right.
your last
Well,
tip? Do you have one?
for rookies,
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I have
Unders-
one.
Mine would be understand that your comfort level in your life, meaning that you have a roof over your head and you have food in your refrigerator, understand that that is your biggest effing enemy. That is the
Comfort.
enemy. Yes, you're too comfortable. You're not hungry enough. If you didn't know where your next meal was coming for your kids or yourself, and they were coming for your house tomorrow, and you had 2 weeks to get one listing,
You'd get it.
fucking get a listing. Like,
Or
no
like
doubt in my mind.
there's that story about like if your kid needed some surgery that wasn't covered by, like, it's a terrible story, but like
You'd go get the money.
you would go get it. But that's why
Yeah.
you need to make your kid your accountability partner, especially if they're like below 8.
Yeah.
I mean, they are the best.
That's so true.
Get you a child.
I'd set up a table like in a busy, I don't know, like in Hyde Park Square or something, and be like, I'm a real estate agent. How can I help you today? Like I would immerse myself in so many people
Yeah.
that I could talk to. I'd figure it out, or I'd go door knocking is probably what I'd do.
Yeah, I'd make calls and texts and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
my
was
last
yours?
tip,
Yeah. What was yours? Yeah.
is listening to the wrong people.
Good one. Yeah.
So there's everybody that will give you advice, but you need to look at who's giving you the advice. Is their business where you want your business to be? If the answer is no, walk away.
That's right. That's right.
Plus, you probably didn't ask them either. They're just telling you. People that give
Yeah.
advice for free, shoot.
That's right. And just because somebody says, oh, I've sold 10 houses so far this year. Oh, maybe that person was on a team and got 10 leads handed to them and doesn't know thing one about generating leads.
Well, yeah, like what's your number one? You can ask like, oh, that's so awesome. Congratulations. What are you finding as your best lead source right now?
Yeah.
Or
my
like
team.
whatever, and ask some questions around it so that you can fully understand,
You got it. That's it. All right. I think that's going to have to be the end of today's battle. I hope everybody, not just rookies, I hope everybody grabbed a nugget or two. It's really about back to basics, just
Yeah.
remembering those things that we talked about today. Hopefully that helped. And if you think of a rookie that might enjoy or benefit from this, go ahead and share the podcast with them.
Awesome. And if you're an agent and you want to find out how to partner with us to help grow your business so that you can make way more money and have a lot more time freedom without giving up a single penny or paying us a commission, schedule a call today by texting or calling me at 513-400-1691. All right, Monica.
See you next time, Jen.
Bye. All right. I am here with our tiebreaker, Andy Sherer, who is, he was a coach of mine. Yes. Love Andy. And he's the head coach at Pillar 9 Coaching. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
What's up? Good to be here.
Glad you're on again. You were our first guest on our
It was
first
the inaugural session of the Fight Club. This is special. It's
It
just
is.
special.
It is special. Happy anniversary.
That's
All right.
awesome.
So I am so happy that you're here for this question, but I'm also like, I don't know if I'm nervous about what you're going to say, but let's just dive in. So what are the biggest mistakes that rookies make?
So, I mean, this is a big, broad topic, right? So I coach quite a few agents, and I hear this a lot, and I see this a lot. And I was telling you before, like, hey, I think I'm going to take it a different way than.
That's why I'm nervous.
Yeah. So I could go on and say, listen, they don't spend enough time inside of their lead generation and what we call revenue generation, right? Literally, they're not focused on reach, relationships, or referrals in any way,
Then you
shape,
would
or
be
form.
repeating everything I said when I was fighting with Monica.
So that is the big broad answer. If you really want the answer, it's that. However, I'm going to go the more active agent, right? Someone that actually is getting into the process. They are looking at reach. They are looking at relationships. They are looking at referrals. What they're not looking at, what they're miscalculating are the financials.
Ooh, tell me more.
So, yeah. So obviously when they get in, they have brokerage costs and splits and, desk fees and MLS fees and all of this other good stuff. They don't operate on a budget. They don't operate on a P&L. And honestly, when it comes tax time, they're all in this whole, oh crap.
Oh,
mode.
You're so cute. Your innocence that they file their taxes is adorable.
So while I wanted to, and I knew that you would be, and I agree with you, the biggest issue with people coming out of school, right? Getting their license, getting into motion is literally that first 90 days, 180 days of focusing on reach, relationships, and referrals.
Yes.
Once they get past that though, if they get past that, right? It's because right now, especially in this changing markets, they are not looking at financials and they're not looking at it the right way, even if they are looking at financials.
Yes. So how do we look at our financials? Like, what do we need to do?
Yeah, we need to run it as a business. Canada, that's so that is, if you want the theory or the concept behind it, we want to own it like a business. So have a separate business account, obviously. GCI.
But what if there's no income yet? Like,
even so.
Okay.
So your personal self is going to fund your business. So open up your business account anyway, even if it's not an LLC or anything else. Have a separate business account and be like, okay, this is my budget for my business. Commingling accounts and commingling funds is not the way to look at it.
No, I like this idea. So you create your budget. What if you don't have a budget for that?
Well, that just takes, okay, what are my expenses and what am I looking to make? I mean, they could do it in an Excel spreadsheet as quickly as 30 seconds.
And if you don't have any money, then borrow it.
If you don't have any money, then borrow it. I mean, if you're truly vested into this, you're going
to make it happen. If you don't have any money, even better, because you're going to make it happen.
You're burning the boats, baby. I mean, there is only one option in order to make this thing work. So and fund that account personally and make sure you track that. And as soon as you can, pay yourself back so you don't owe yourself money. Your accountant will be able to figure that out, have an accountant, have a bookkeeper, all that other fun stuff. But and then your GCI check comes in, pay your taxes and your expenses first, and then you get paid after investments and all that other fun stuff. So
this simple change. I love this. I was nervous. I wasn't sure what you were going to say, but this is perfect because this very simple change of running it like a business, opening an account, putting in a fund will empower you to be a business owner and will empower you to be like, I need to go make this shit happen. Boom.
Yeah.
I love it. Always so much wisdom, Andy. Do you have any final thoughts about that? Are you good? You just the mic and heading home?
The agent financial side of it is something that's extremely important. And I see it all the time when agents are like, well, I'm behind on taxes or I owe $40,000 in taxes. Like, how the hell did we get here?
Right.
Even with experienced agents. So if they can develop the discipline, the habit now of understanding the true net profit of their business, it is a game changer 3-5 years down the road when they have all of this business coming in and they don't have to really worry about the financial piece. Exactly.
Now, I know that you always have different programs and different coaching options that you're working on.
Always moving.
So what is one of your favorite programs or what can you offer to us today that you think would benefit us?
Yeah, so we have two right now. So I'll say the folks that really want to get invested into coaching and professional development as well as personal development in the real estate space is the Drive program. I'm not necessarily going to talk about that all too much, but that's if people are looking to step up. And it's right around $200 a month. I mean, they get told it's crazy the amount of support. That being said, the people that are simply looking to step into that first phase, which I know, again, love and just dive into reach relationships and referrals. We have 100K, 100 days. We run it every single 90 days.
Okay.
And for whatever it's worth, it's only $97.
Nice.
So literally $97 for the entire 90-day period.
Yes.
Right. And it's all accountability. There's a scorecard. There's a weekly accountability call.
Just get you into action. So you don't even have to be a rookie for that. It's like,
No,
if you're
absolutely
feeling
not.
like you need a shot in the arm, this could be like you're a good shot.
Yep, absolutely. So 100K, 100 days. Next one, I believe, is going to end up starting on September 1st. We're just ending the first inaugural session right now.
Okay.
So all of that can be found on pillar9coaching.com.
Pillar9coaching.com. Awesome. Andy, is that the best way to get a hold of you too, if they have other questions?
Always. Yeah. So Andy at pillar9coaching.com, or right through pillar9coaching.com. They can fill out the, hey, contact me form, and I'll reach right out.
Awesome. I appreciate you being a guest. Thank you.
This is awesome. As always.
Hey guys, it's Monica here. I am so excited to introduce you to Real Estate Fight Club's newest partnership, Cyberbacker. Cyberbacker is the best in the business for virtual assistants. How do I know this? Because I am a Cyberbacker customer and I love this company. I have my favorite, Frances. She is my Cyberbacker, been with me for over a year. She's amazing. She makes me better. She's eager to help. She's on time. She's disciplined. She's awesome. And this company, Cyberbacker, has figured out the system. From the interviewing process to find out what I need, to the interviewing process to interview several Cyberbackers, to the onboarding process, to the training process, very buttoned up, very awesome. You and I both know it's time for you to leverage. It's time for you to take that step, and Cyberbacker is a really safe, awesome solution. Make sure to mention Fight Club and you will be getting a free gift. All right, do it. Make the call. See ya.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a podcast.